Well, I like it, but I've liked this model for like the last couple generations, and I mean this in the nicest way. I think they're always like, let's just not screw this up because it's that good. Here's what I like about it. In every generation of TD or Triple Diamond's gotten more forgiving. And I think golfers need to understand that in general, where, you can't make the center of the club pretty much any hotter than it's been for 10 years. But you can certainly make it more hotter on the toe and the heel. And let's be honest, that's where a lot of us hit it. And so, what I like is it used to be that category was only for that better player, not necessarily just the faster player. I think a lot of people, even slower players, can benefit from a TD sometimes. So it's really good, and they keep just making it a little bit more forgiving, which is what I find the best.
Yeah, with the new face technology that they put in, you're seeing more stability across the face. The spin rate deviation that you typically see in years past, where you catch it high in the face, spins would drop, catch it off the toe, you get these big gear effect left. We're seeing a lot of stability out of the face design on the Callaway, especially with the two movable weights that they have. You're able to make it a little bit easier to hit by pulling that weight back. If you need to lower the launch parameters, you can move that weight forward and you can experience that. The Callaway family of drivers has been phenomenal for years. The last year AI Smoke, it was a tough driver to beat, but with this year's Triple Diamond, they were able to, it's showing better than it did last year. I also like the black carbon crown that they did. Not to talk about looks of a golf club, but the black crown it's sharp. It looks clean. A lot of people in the bays, it appeals to them and what it looks like. But the performance of the driver, it's been great. We're seeing a little bit more spin out of it this year than I would say I saw at AI Smoke last year, Triple Diamond, which isn't a bad thing. I think, as we were speaking about earlier, I think golfers are a little obsessed with spin rates these days. They're trying to continue to lower it and lower it, but we're seeing things out of the manufacturers where we're not getting those crazy low spins popping off, for certain mishits. So I think that's a testament to the face technology that they're putting in. It's been a very big driver in the Bay. A lot of people are hitting it. Especially with the Triple Diamond, I would say it's easier to hit than years past. I think that it's a little bit more stable on off center hits, like I said. So you're not just looking at the high speed better player, but like you were able to pull that in. I don't want to say lower speeds, but people who maybe aren't hitting the center of the face on every single shot, but still need to reduce that spin and see the ball fly through a little bit of a lower window.
Yeah, a lot of consistency. I think the Triple Diamond has been really hot, really fast, really workable for players. I think there's a big step up this year in the forgiveness and consistency with it that I think a lot of better players are going to see those benefits, maybe versus, AI Smoke Triple Diamond or, the past Callaway models for sure.
Let me tell you, when it's right, it's really right. Out of the middle, high, 149 smash factors and above. I would argue it's probably the longest driver on the market.
The Triple Diamond, unbelievable driver. It's obviously being one of probably the most wanted driver to hit right now. And I would say that it's a little different this year when you look at the just the visual of it being a little bit of a gloss on the Triple Diamond, a little bit matte on the regular ones. I think that's kind of a bold move. It's definitely, I think, one of the friendlier low spin drivers, if you will, on the market today. It's not the lowest spin, it's more playable. I don't think it should scare people. It's certainly forgiving. But at the same time, like I said, it's not that impossible driver to hit. So, I think the player that might be a little bit in between, you got tons of adjustability on that driver this year, front, back, obviously the loft sleeve that they have. So, it's an easy driver to work with.
So the Triple Diamond's been very good through its progression of seasons. So, this season's not particularly different. The high speed guys definitely benefit from it. The interesting thing though is that we're getting so much lower spin off the standard heads that we aren't having to lean as much on the Triple Diamonds as maybe we would have had to in the past. It's very stable, for a high speed head, for a slightly fade biased head. The 10x face is really doing exactly what it's supposed to do. So it's been very good.
Triple Diamond's always been an awesome driver for the elite player, but with improved tech and everything, they've made it a little more forgiving that now that kind of aspiring good player can kind of play it and benefit from lower spin, faster speed, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, just kind of tag along with him. Just the stability nowadays with a lot of these drivers. Like, yeah, we want the low spin, we want the ball speed, but if we don't have the stability nowadays, it's kind of tough to compete with a lot of the drivers out there. So it's one good thing that they've done that added stability to that lineup.